status. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The president of Finland just went viral by exposing the West, the things that they are doing to the world. According to him, the West is unfair to other people because when they need to act, that is when they are silent, just like African Union, where we need this organization to be vocal to solve problems. The organization stays silent. That is how the West is. They are only thinking about the transactional aspect, which is business, what they are going to make out of certain things, and now to find solutions to critical things. And he cited the war in Sudan, that place and other places that the world or the West needed to be vocal. These people are very silent. And we saw that even the United States of America wasn't so excited about Cyril Ramaphosa extending this invitation to a lot of people. And we have to understand that we know that these people are very unfair to us when it comes to certain things. And like he rightfully said, they are only interested in the transactional aspect. Like when it comes to Africa, all they are interested in is what they are going to be getting out of their resources. And with that, they always come together to come into Africa to do what they want to do, especially when it comes to our resources. They are very united. And look at the summit that is ongoing in Angola, the EU-AU summit, that these people are united, and Africa is represented differently because everybody goes there to represent his or her country, and we speak based on our countries. And that is why the West is always treating us the way they are doing to us.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Finland, Alexander Stubb.
Thank you very much, Cyril, and thank you for the invitation. You know that Finns are famous for two things. One, they speak very shortly, and two, they love rules. And I hope I will stick to both. It's a great privilege to be here for the first time representing Finland. We've never been at a G20 meeting before, and we really appreciate the invitation. Jonas Störe and I both come from Nordic countries, and we once calculated that the Nordics would be G10. So perhaps I'll speak in that spirit. Cyril, for me, this meeting is very much a symbol of multilateralism. And what you are trying to do here is to bring a group of key countries together that have both demography and economy on their side. And you are doing it at a time when there clearly is a change in the world order, where I believe personally that the nexus of power is moving eastbound and southbound. And now I think all of us pretty much have a choice, and the choice is between multilateralism, which you are representing, and multipolarity. And these two things are very different. For me, multilateralism is about cooperation, it's about rules, it's about norms, and it's about institutions. I like these rules because they are the ones that bring exactly the thing that you have up there on the board: solidarity, equality, and sustainability. My big worry right now is that the world is moving more in a multipolar direction. And multipolarity, though it gives power to nation states as such, is problematic because it's more transactional. It's more about deals, and therefore it's more prone to conflict. There have been many excellent interventions here today about rules on trade, rules on the way in which we engage with each other. My biggest worry right now is that we are not seeing enough multilateralism in three key conflicts that have been raging around the world. One, Russia's war of aggression in Ukraine. Two, the situation in Gaza. And three, the situation in Sudan. So I hope that we lean towards multilateralism. And let me say, coming from a small country, what I believe the West should do in this. I think the West should understand that the multilateral institutions that were created after World War II and that were upheld after the Cold War, the power structure of them is right now unfair. it needs to be changed. We need to distribute power in a world that exists today, not the world that existed in 1945. That is the best way for us to drive multilateralism and get it back on track. Thank you very much. 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
Thank you very much, President Stubb. You were just so precise, Alexandra. That's the Nordic spirit, I take it.
This is the time for us as Africans to also come together united to fight for what is right for ours. We can't continue to allow other people to come into the continent to solve the problems of Africa, like EU is thinking of solving the problems of EU. What is African Union doing? When there's issues in Africa, that's the time we are running away to call on other people to come here, to come and solve the problems for us. And the West, we already know that where they need to act, they don't act. They only act when it comes to things that will benefit them. Like he said, the transactional aspect, everything in this world is business to them. So they are the ones that will talk nicely to the world that we are the saviors of this. But when we need them to act to save the people, they are nowhere to be found. And we cannot continue to also depend on other people to come into the continent, to come and set us free. That is why we are always preaching unity. And until we have Africa under one leadership, it will be very difficult because people will always take advantage of the African. The world is not fair to us, and we ourselves aren't fair to ourselves because we are seeing ourselves to be me and not we. And until we start seeing ourselves to be we can never move forward. Seeing me and not us isn't helping us. And that is why everybody is taking advantage over us. And this is the time for us as Africans to rise up, to break these chains. We are so excited with all that is coming out this time round. But this is the time for us as Africans to also make sure that we do things on our own. Enough of always depending on other people. These people will never do things that will favor we the Africans. So if truly we are looking for fairness, equality, and other things that we are demanding, then we have to see ourselves as one people, then come together united under one leadership. Then we move out of the world to demand for equality. But until then, we'll continue to be singing the songs. All these years, we know what best we need to do. We know what these people are doing. And there is a new world that is emerging. And these people are so scared of this new world. And now that we are seeing a new world, it is time for us as Africans to also see ourselves in a new world by coming together as one people. We can sit in African Union to be singing unity and we do nothing because it has appeared that we always sit down, talk, and don't act. It is you and I that can cause the change, and we have to do it now. And we are so grateful that people are coming out to speak out against the injustice. But that is not enough. We need to take our own sovereignty into our own hands, like we are seeing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. When they told the world that they can do anything and they are fighting us in every angle, we've seen that these leaders in the Sahel are changing the narrative, making sure that they prove to the world that we are capable of managing our own affairs. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Europe and in Finland.